I already know.
Alright, so welcome, live, laugh, and love. Please subscribe. We got a special guest, the main man. I'll let him introduce himself, but please like and subscribe for Live, Laugh, and Love. For real.
Yeah, what it do? Nigga Bobby Drake, the coolest cat on the planet. Earning off in PG County represented in the house.
Alright, yeah. Happy to hear, you know what I'm saying, from you. Thank you for coming out, you know, being my co-host, my special co-host.
Okay, this is Pearl. You can call me P Molly because you know it's Molly. But yeah, we here. Let's go here.
Alright. Well, I'm really excited. You know, this is my professional special guest. So you want to ask the first question, or you want me to ask the first question? I'm kind of, you know.
Okay, so I know you're an actor. What made you become an actor?
Well, like, no, really, I'm an artist. I'm actually a rap artist out here in PG. My man Howie, HMG Global, he got me into the acting thing. So he just asked me if I wanted to do a role for his series he had called Rise of the Golden Goons. Rise of the Golden Goons on Tubi right now. Check it out.
I look it up. It's really good.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. So he just asked me to play that role real quick. So I was like, man, fuck it. I wasn't really doing nothing at the time. So let me try a new little lane, and acting was the thing to do.
That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely good hearing back from you. First of all, I definitely want to appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah,
How did you get started with acting, rapping, and stuff like that? Like, what put you into that artistic field?
Well, I play a few instruments. I've been playing like music since I was in high school, middle school, and all that. Played the sax, flute, clarinet. That got me into music. I always had a little like affinity for like poetry and everything like that. And,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? Used to freestyle out on the street, and then niggas was like, let's go ahead and put this thing to music. Like,
So what street? Like, where you from? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm from Largo. You know,
Okay,
so,
Largo.
You know what I'm saying? Out there in the bird, but you know, we
Alright,
smoking
okay.
around
Largo represent. There we go.
getting the freestyles in on the birds, on the curb. So, you know, and then we was like, fuck it, let's put this into some real music and make our own thing.
So that was what, the 90s or the 80s?
Yeah, that was the 90s.
That was the 90s. So how was that era? I mean, you know, so I grew up in DC, so it was like Maryland, DC. Was that around the time when, like, you know, you weren't in Baltimore or nothing like that?
Nah.
So
Never in
that's-
Baltimore. Never in Baltimore with that. Always out here in the city. It's kind of different.
So you wasn't in the wire, so.
Nah. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? We right here, you know, with Kevin Durant and all that shooting basketballs. I was out there making raps and whatnot.
Okay. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So what's a song that plays on your head that's on repeat right now? As far as like rap song,
as far as like the industry or my own music, or
whichever, you know, just
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
song you got
Song
on
is
replay,
dope.
like what's on your cell phone, or you know what I'm saying, in your car that you play all the time.
normally I'm listening to like some old school stuff, or I got like a chill mix when I'm blowing J's and whatnot. So it'll be like some Styles, some Outkast, little Biggie here, some Pac there. Like, I got a nice little mix. You might have some country, a little bit of classical, you know what I'm saying? It all depends on how I'm feeling.
So
what
I
I'm
mean, that's a
supposed to say.
segue into the Puffy beat thing. Like what's going on with how do you feel about it?
First of all, I always said I never signed a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? They got a bad track record. If you notice, like, most of their artists only had like 2 albums or something like that, and then they go into obscurity and shit like that, and then you see all the shit that he did with the band and all that, jerking niggas around. So, I mean, it's always been out there. It's always been out there. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take a long time for people to see it. It just, you know, people had to go ahead and wake up and be like, hold up, there's something going on over there. And now you see that it was some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So if it was an artist that you can actually do music with, who would you do music with?
Yeah, right now it would be hard to do music with him, but like Andre 3000.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he could do a flute background on one of my songs or something. but he ain't rapping too much these days. So yeah.
Okay. So real switch up. Are you in a relationship? I don't know if we went through that whole.
Nah. I'm single right now.
Okay, so
RT important to you? Like are teeth important?
Are teeth important to me?
Yes, are teeth important to you?
Yeah.
For a woman.
For a woman? Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not all fucked up in there, we might be able to work around with it. But yeah.
So basically, physical appearance is important to you as a guy.
A little bit. Like, she gotta be decent. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna deal with no mud duck or nothing like that. But
Okay. So a little bit. Are you more on physical, or are you more on like financial or mental? Which one is it? So if it's mental, financial, or physical, which one would you pick? If it's multiple choice.
You said physical, financial, or
mental.
Or mental.
Like make
Like,
you laugh,
like
always,
1, 2, 3.
Like what's on their mind and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably more so like what's going on with her mind. Cause like looks fade, finances fade, but the person and the soul of that person, that's the one thing that's hard to fade and it's hard to change.
Okay. Well, real quick, so how do you compartmentalize, or do you compartmentalize friendships? And what I mean by that is, do you have like a space or a block, so where you put your certain friends at, and like you have some friends like you'll go hang out with at the bar, you have some friends that you hang out and you do some sports like basketball, I don't know what hobbies you have, and you have some friends you just go to the strip clubs with. How do you fare with that whole compartmentalization thing?
When it comes to like my friendships, I feel like it should just be open. Like we can do whatever. Like I'm down with whatever that individual person or persons are cool with doing. You know what I'm saying? Like some friends, like my niggas or whatever, we'll play basketball, might play video games or whatever. But if Shawty's down to play basketball, video games, or whatever, she can come out there and mess with.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
So is intimacy important in a relationship to you?
Yeah, intimacy is definitely important. Sexual intimacy and lust and all that, like that plays a part, but it's not like huge at this point in my life. It's more so like us having a real connection, cause like you can fuck a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you can fuck a lot of niggas.
Did you have a whole phase, as they would say?
Yeah, definitely. I was out here getting it
Do you
in.
think that made you worse off for a relationship or better?
Well, being a man or whatever, I feel like as men we can just like have sex and it don't really mean nothing to us per se. We just out here slanging. You know what I'm saying? But then like when you really trying to be with somebody, like sometimes that can throw a monkey wrench in situations. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so in saying that, so you said men can do that, so who can't do that? Women, you're saying? Women can't do that?
I wouldn't say all women can't do it, because some women, you know, they out here. And, you know, either way, at some point, if you out here for real, if you don't really know how to handle yourself dealing with a whole bunch of people, you can make, like, further on down the line, you make your mental job like really confused.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? This ain't it's a podcast, it's an interview. You have questions for us, you know what I'm saying? Don't man.
Oh, yeah.
So,
like, how do y'all feel about like intimacy and all that?
Oh, it's really important, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, that's life, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what a woman is here for, to help propagate, or have people in the earth, on this planet that we call the earth.
Right.
You know.
So
Properly.
So like them being intimate or whatever, that's like a big part of them, is what you're saying? Like women?
I think it's both. As far as like intimacy, I think it comes on both factors. But you know, it all depends on, you know what I'm saying, relationship. Some people, like some men ain't trying to do it, and some women are trying to do it, and it's the vice versa.
It is. Because I think I'm that person. Because intimacy is not everything. It's like, I would like to really get to know you. You
Right.
know, really get to know you. You know, we start off just having sex. That might just be the sound of our relationship. And we just gonna be having sex. And we probably never have time to go and be adventurous and do other stuff because we already set the tone of just having sex. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that just be the sound of the relationship. And because it started that way, it kind of end that way. You know?
But I mean, you just gotta keep things like moving with a relationship. Everything gotta keep growing. Like while you with somebody, you gotta keep things fun. You can't just fall into a routine because routines get played, they get boring.
Right.
So would you like it goes women follow, men lead. So what do you feel about that comment?
Yeah, like at some point as men we were made to lead. You know what I'm saying? So like I wouldn't say that a woman can't lead, but in a lot of cases that's not gonna work per se. Because at some point, a man, even when he feels like he's going to take a backseat role to a shawty, eventually that man's going to turn in, like, his leadership aspects and parts of him are going to come out. You know what I'm saying? And that might clash with a shawty that's headstrong and like super out there, like especially like women that had children and all that. They already built to be leaders.
Yeah. So what do you feel like if women make more money in the household, like in the household, I feel, you know what I'm saying, like how do you feel as far as like the household should be run? Should it be run by a woman or should it be run by a man?
The household should be run by a man, but it should be like 50-50 as far as like input in how they gonna move. Like, you can't just sit back and be like, all right, we gonna move this way and not consider
you get input from the women.
Right, you gotta have input on both sides, and that's how things work. You gotta make it more so like a team. So it's like, even though you got a leader, it's just like a football team, basketball team. You might have a quarterback that's the leader, but if everybody doesn't input their ideas.
So have you ever been outside the country?
Yeah, like when I was younger, but I ain't been outside the country when I was like.
So how far did you go to find love?
To find love? I ain't been outside the country.
You haven't been outside the country to find love?
No,
okay,
I ain't been outside the country to find love.
I would say, would you say that African American women aren't submissive?
Aren't submissive?
Are not submissive. Correction.
Like.
They are not submissive.
As a whole?
Yeah, as a whole. They're like, you know, do whatever for their man. Do you know any of them? Or you're just like, you have to look outside of your race to find this woman because you know.
Maybe you may have to. You know,
African American women are submissive.
It takes all types, but in a lot of cases, black women like. They too headstrong. They too proud in a lot of their ways, and it's a lot of people that would support their situations as far as whatever they want to do and cater to a woman. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say all black women like that, but a lot of black women are real hard to deal with.
And when we say black women, we're talking about African American.
Yeah, we talking about African.
We're not talking about African women. We're talking about.
But see,
African American woman.
But see, you gotta think about it like when you say black, you're not talking about no other woman but American woman anyway, because nobody else calls themselves black but us.
Well, I mean that can be argued. I mean, you know what I'm saying, African woman and Dominican Republic woman that came
Afro.
Dominican woman.
But they call themselves African women. They don't say I'm a black woman. They say I'm an African woman. I'm from whatever country. They won't even say that I'm. They might say I'm an African woman, but they'll say like I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Ethiopia, I'm from
exactly.
You know, Jamaica or wherever.
I ain't know that. I mean, Nigerian women they got good stats. Ethiopian women got good stats.
Yeah, but they just don't consider themselves black. Like
no, they don't.
Because like you know, other places don't really consider white folks white.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got the UK, you got Italy.
We the country that like really.
Put
race on something. Like people talk about skin tone everywhere, but like the idea of race is like an American thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you had a wife, would you care who she hung out with, or would you try to control who she hanged out with? Would you want to have some say in that?
Alright, so I feel like at some point when you're dealing with like a relationship, there's gotta be boundaries, healthy boundaries. And in a lot of cases, it's not really good for your spouse to have like a lot of friends of the opposite sex when you're in a relationship. That especially if they're like their friends are single. See what I'm saying? Like, so for instance, like I got a wife or whatever, and she got a whole bunch of male best friends or whatever. That's problematic. Period.
Yeah.
Even if it's all cool and all on the 100.
Problematic for who?
It's problematic for both parties. Cause see, like the woman, she gotta keep at some point upholding the idea that nothing's going on with her best friend. Nothing has ever happened between their best friend. But then it's hard for that man on that other side to keep it all cool and say, yeah, that nigga ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend right now, she just had a situation, she had cheating on her husband or whatever. They trying to work things out, and cuz just came and said, look, all your male best friends, that shit's dead. And I'm one of those male best friends. So it's like, I get that, and I understand.
So you're a friend with the girl?
Yeah, I'm a friend with the wife. We were
wow.
friends before they got married and all that. And I met the husband and all that. We've been kidding.
It wasn't you, though?
Nah, hell no. Cause see, I respect unions and all that. I'm not into involved women and none of that.
Amen.
That's what's up.
So you know that you're out there.
So do you feel like women today have a damned if you do and damned if you don't? Like if women were to rely on a man, she's called codependent. If she doesn't,
gold digger.
right? If she doesn't rely on a man, she's independent, and that's a problem too. So like, you know, how would you like cure this? How do women win? Because it's like men don't want women to be independent, and men don't want. Well, women don't. Women feel like they'll be damned if they codependent.
See,
and men don't want women that are independent.
I mean,
So how do you like your relationship partner to rely on you, or do you want your relationship partner to be independent?
It's like you gotta have a healthy balance at some point. Like it's hard because people are people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really like hold them accountable per se for. Like, if you're trying to do a 50-50 thing, that doesn't really work per se for women in a lot of cases. But some women will work with that. Like, you got to just find a teammate or a partner that's willing to go with whatever your, I guess, your system or your way that you're going to move is going to happen. You know? Like, because see, like, when women try to do the independent thing all the time, they get to a point where they always in survival mode. So they look at a dude like, I don't really need you for nothing. That's when a lot of them get into the idea that they want a dude to do everything for them. And then it's like, okay, my check is her check and her check is her check. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it could be just like we both put both of our checks into this household and we make it work.
That could happen. That is possible. I think that is possible. That can happen. They are out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. It is some women that is like, you know, money hungry, you know.
Right.
But there are those who will work and would do half and half, you know what I'm saying? Or go above half and half. She might pay your half and her half, you know.
Right. At some point,
she out there.
She pay the whole bill. Or?
She out
Nah.
there.
As a man, I can't
Okay.
live with a woman. I can't live with a woman that's taking care of everything for me. She's not my mother. She's supposed to be my lover or my partner.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
So, are you open to other relationships such as poly? You know, more than one partner.
Me, I couldn't do a poly relationship because, like, the way I believe, like, poly relationships as a man, if you're the leader of a poly relationship, it's like you're supposed to be taking care of two to more women, like Mormons do or whatever. But I don't see all that. Like, I feel like I just want to focus on one woman because there's a lot of other things that come down the line that go on because, like, women are human too.
Yeah, it can confuse you.
It just ain't just confusing to you. It's a lot of stress at some point because, like, it's just like a regular relationship. Once you get past the honeymoon phase, that's when everything starts to transform and you start seeing a lot of shit that
So
wasn't
would you
there.
entertain a three-way? Like basically two girls and you or whatever? Like
That's
what's your
Yeah, that's a poly relationship. I mean, that's
No,
what
I'm talking about like a sexual experience. Like
Oh yeah, like a threesome.
Yeah, threesome.
Yeah, I was part of something like that.
No, I'm saying, would you would entertain that, but you wouldn't want the relationship with the other girl. That's what
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to keep going forward because, like I said, it caused a lot of havoc later on down the line. Like, I had a situation I was dealing with two chicks. One chick, she introduced me to her wife, you know what I'm saying, and we were doing our little thing or whatever. And then you get to a point where it's like, yeah, y'all having all this three-way fun, and I'm not paying attention to what's going on during the situations or whatever, but then you come to a point where one of them gets jealous because you're doing too much to the other one and all that. Yeah, that shit can be real problematic.
Yeah, so would you like to share first experiences with a woman versus a woman wanting a experienced man? Or would you want an inexperienced woman?
Oh, that's crazy because I just seen a podcast, they were just talking about this. It's like, I prefer to have a shawty that's not super experienced out here, but I mean, you really don't know at some point, not these days, because shawty's y'all like doing now. So you going
I feel like I know.
Do you know?
Yeah, I can tell experienced partner. You know what I'm saying? I can tell if a girl has been experienced. Hell yeah.
man, shawty's
Can you tell the man is experienced?
I mean, yeah, if they touch me. I mean, they can say they've been doing this since this age, and I'm trying to figure out how you've been doing this since this age, and you still don't got it right. You know, it's
yeah, but see,
confusing.
everybody likes something different.
You're
So
right,
it's like,
you're right.
so it's like, you know what I mean? Some people are only experienced doing things a certain way.
I think women want an experienced man.
Yeah, women definitely want an experience, dude, where the
Women definitely
Men want an inexperienced woman.
in most cases.
Well,
I mean, we don't want, I say this, I mean, I want fool in the bedroom.
I would think a man would want a woman that's experienced that can please him. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Not like a woman that's just inexperienced. She don't know what she's doing. He has to actually teach her. You know? I mean, I don't know.
Personally, I think most men would want a woman that they don't necessarily care if she's experienced or not. They just want her to be able
I want a
to
virgin
be
Mary.
molded into what you want. Because at some point, if a woman can take tutelage to what I like, it makes things better.
Mm-hmm.
Women, on the other hand, want you to just like already come prepared with what you're doing, and they don't want to give you no tutelage or help to make them feel better in most cases.
And what are
I
some?
have to go there.
So what's the most pettiest thing you ever dumped a woman off of?
The pettiest thing I ever dumped a chick off of?
Think all the way back. All the way back.
Most of the time it's dealing with chicks that got too many motherfuckers living in their house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you come over there, John, and it's not just their kids, but they got their sisters, their brother, their cousins, mothers, everybody in that jump. And you try and get in on some regular shit, and you hear motherfuckers upstairs playing PlayStation and all that. You know what I'm saying?
So they always say nice guys finish last. What do nice women finish? Do they finish last or they finish first?
Nice women? Well, shit. Hell yeah, if you could find you a nice woman.
So do you think nice? Yeah. So
Yeah, if you can find you a nice woman, yeah, of course she gonna finish first in most cases. Most men want a good shawty. They don't want a shawty that's out here, been out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they come with their own problems and their own issues.
Yeah, I agree. So what do you think about do you play video games or no?
Yeah, I play games here and there. You know what I'm saying?
What games, video games do you play? You got PS5 or the Xbox? What you got?
Right now, I'm just chilling on PS4. I'm not home a whole lot, so I don't really have time to sit down. So I still got the PS4 cranking. But I'm mostly like a fighting game, like Street Fighter. I play Tekken,
Mortal Kombat.
yeah, all that. And then like sports games, Madden, 2K. That's where I'm mostly at.
So I'm pretty sure we talked about like rapping and stuff like that. So what do you think about like I mean, you know, you're in the entertainment business. What do you think about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake song?
I ain't even heard a whole lot of that shit. Like I tried to not even pay attention to it because I already knew like rap beefs for a long time had been bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Since like the Drake Meek Mill joint, all them joints been bullshit. Like once the nigga Meek Mills come out and say the nigga Drake ain't even writing his lyrics, and then like the nigga came back with a joint to Meek Mills and they say Drake won that shit, I was like, yeah, this shit is bullshit. That's over. That's over. That rap beef shit is corny.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm assuming you from the USA, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like it's a privilege to be born here?
A privilege to be born here?
Bless you.
Yeah, it has its benefits. It definitely has its benefits. You know, to be an American, like we kind of have privileges that other countries don't have. Not all countries, but I'd say it'd be better if I was a different skin complexion.
Okay. That's interesting. So, what, do you get a lot of hate? And if you do,
No, we don't. I mean,
excuse me.
we don't. I don't get a whole lot of hate, like racial hate or none of that. Like we live in PG and in the DC area, so it's a whole bunch of black folks here. But you know, racism is what it is, and it's deeper now than it was like when our folks was out here. Like we don't really have to worry about whips and fire hoses and all that, but you know, coming up, you did have to worry about the police, and until my man got, you know what I'm saying, choked out by the police, nobody was really even paying us no mind on that shit.
So, I would say, if there was a place that you can go, like, what is like your dream vacation? Like, it don't have to be here. It don't have to be in the States. It could be out. Like, what is your dream vacation?
I probably want to go to like Japan or something like that.
Okay. Why you say Japan? You like Asians?
Yeah, I don't have no problem with Asian showing, but it's like they just got a lot of stuff going on over there, and it looks real futuristic. Like when I seen the shit on the Olympics, everything looked real different over in Japan.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Tokyo and all that Asian.
Yeah, all that futuristic like things that they got going on, like flying cars and all that wild shit. I just want to see what they got going on over there.
Okay. You know, it's so weird because they say, like, you know, the U.S., you know, they don't have this type of technology. And maybe they're not doing what they need to do with the tax dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that, I mean, you know, maybe Tokyo was there because they're just doing the right things that they need to do with the dollars. Versus here, like, they doing just, you know, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if we all pay attention to our own politics, maybe we could get some things going on.
Yeah, that's true. So, let's say if you go to a region anywhere on the planet, to another country like Japan, and let's say, I don't know, Japanese or the white man, you know, I subset the white man, like, you know what I'm saying, it could be like Italians, and they get like more respect than you because, you know, you're black. Do you care about, like, you know, do you care that, you know, other races get more respect to you? even if, you know what I'm saying, you still having physical relationships with the woman. So let's say you went to Japan, right? And you was just going over there having fun or whatever. And let's say you meet a girl, you know what I'm saying, and like, you like, all right, I want to have sex with her, blah, 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 physical affection or whatever. So you go and you hit the joint off. But like later on, you was hanging out with her and she told you, you know, you weren't my first choice. Would you care?
Oh, she told me that I wasn't her first choice and she let me hit?
She basically was like, you know what I'm saying, I would rather have had like another Asian guy or another white guy or whatever. It wasn't you. You weren't her first choice. But you hit though.
I mean,
but do you care?
I hit, so I got like one at that point. I mean, that tells me more about her than it tells me about our situation. And I'd be like, all right, so what was so special to let me hit? You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't your first choice, but you let me in there, you know, like I might as well I might hit again, and that might be it.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna skip over and do like a fun question for you, man. We kind of got intense on you real quick for at least a half an hour, man. So what's your favorite slang word?
My favorite slang word.
Yeah.
My favorite slang word.
From Merlin, man, you supposed to know that.
You from Merlin?
I mean, we got a lot of slang out here. In my slang dictionary, I call shawty beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like beautiful and cute.
Yeah.
Into one word.
Into one word.
Okay.
But you gotta be beautiful to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because some shawties are beautiful, but they not really cute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like you beautiful when you ain't gotta have a whole lot of makeup and everything to make you dub, because you already cute anyway, and then you beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Like a guy could be a king, but he's a king. Like a woman can be like, "Oh, you a king," but I really don't want to talk to you. You know, you trying to go smack. But you a king though. I can tell you a king, but you know. I don't want you though. You know what I'm saying? And what's up with this on the net? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about the net. So if a female, okay, you like a female's post, and a female comes and, you know, like your post back, right?
Right.
What do you think that means?
If a female like your post,
Okay, if you like a female's post and a female come back and she liked your post, what do you think that means?
I mean, that we like each other's posts.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I like that. Because most guys think it's something there. I don't know why they think that, like, it's like something, like, okay, it can be all in support, but some guys think it's really something there. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy you clean the air, you know?
I try to make a point that I don't read into it.
I'm happy you clear the air. No, it's some guys that's out there that think that, oh, it's like something can actually happen here because, you know, he likes some.
I think you reversed it. It's the woman that thinks something there. That's the
No, it's actually men too.
I never.
Okay, so I guess it's likewise.
That ain't how I move, but like, some people just ain't getting the attention that they want. So once they get a little bit of attention, they misread it. If they're not used to it, it happens.
You're right.
So, let me say, does body count matter for you?
For shawty, like, I would love to say it does matter, but you'll never know how many bodies they didn't hit. Shawties can fuck real easily, and it'd be nothing. And what's funny is, shawties won't count that as a body.
I know.
Yeah.
They'll tell you some wild shit like, yeah, I only had yada yada yada, but they won't count cause that they had sex with over here in the corner in the alley somewhere.
I slipped up, but go ahead.
They won't
count fun
He
questions.
right about that. That's crazy.
They won't count the nigga that hit that joint for like 2 or 3 seconds over here in the hotel room, pulled his pants up and dip. They ain't gonna count all them jumps. So you
Those
ain't
people
gonna
exist.
Right.
They like little leprechauns.
I mean,
Right.
I suppose. But what's funny is they won't count that jump, but they'll tell you about it
They
on the humble.
would. They would say. They would even post it. I've seen.
See, the way you really find out about people is not when they being like posed with ideas and questions. It's more so when you just let them talk. And they'll give you everything that you want without you even asking for it.
So what's the perfect companion? A dog or a cat or a bird?
Thank you.
A dog. If you want, it depends on what type of companionship you want from your pet. Birds don't give a fuck about you. They gonna fly around and do what they want, unless they purrs. Birds will kick it with you. But like a cat, cats really don't give a fuck about you. They gonna go do their own thing, period, and they gonna show up whenever they feel like it. Dogs, they gonna be like your children, and they gonna run up to you when you come to the door.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'll say pick one. Okay, so when it do come to liquor, is you choosing white or brown?
Always brown, baby. Always brown. UPS, what can brown do for you?
Brown puts you to sleep, don't
Shit. No, it don't. Brown get you motherfucking strong.
So what's your favorite clothing line from the you say you from Berlin, right?
Yeah,
From
Berlin, from the 90s. Probably Madness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We still, you know what I'm saying? Madness still out here doing their thing. I used to love it when they was up on Georgia Avenue. Now you gotta go all the way to
So are you a Wire fan or you like Big G?
Yeah, G's cool. Yeah, backyard all day.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite soft drink growing up?
Favorite soft drink? Sprite.
What's yours?
Sprite.
I like Mystic.
This.
Mystic
Mystic.
is like a
It's not
Sprite. It's like a
soft,
Sierra. It's like a Sierra Mist.
It's a juice.
It's like a Sierra Mist.
I thought you were talking about like sodas or something.
No. Back in the day, Mystic was a soft drink. It was it
No,
had carbon.
it was carbonated.
It was carbonated.
Yeah, I ain't know.
Back in the day, man.
So we talking about like shit. I fucked with Fruitopia back in the day. Now.
Fruitopia.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember the Fruitopia we had back in high school? Yeah.
Alright, so what's your favorite spot here in the DMV? I'm not even going to just keep you, you know what I'm saying, in one spot. If you want to let you move around. So in the DMV area, what's like your spot? Like, what is your go-to? Like, okay, I'm not doing nothing. I'm trying to have fun. I'm going here. What's your go-to?
These days it's mostly just going to the pool hall. I'm over there on Allentown Road playing pool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes now I go fuck with the old folks at the VFW and shit. But like, I don't really have like one spot that I go to no more. Like back in the day, it used to be like the Crossroads. You could hit that thing like every Wednesday or something, like Love and all that when that was open.
Okay.
But now I'm mostly on a Friday or Saturday night. I'm in the wind. I'm going wherever I feel like.
Okay.
Hey, what's your favorite carryout?
My favorite curry out.
Your favorite dish too. So be
Gotta
careful.
be like.
You're advising people.
My favorite-
83 subscribers. Go here to that carryout and eat that food that you're
So
selling.
to those 83 subscribers, my favorite curry out that y'all should go to, but don't always go to, so I can get my shit, is the motherfucking Lucky Star over here in Capitol
And
Heights.
what's the dish?
My dish of choice is motherfucking bourbon chicken with shrimp fried rice.
Okay.
Momo sauce or not?
Nah, no momo sauce.
No
bourbon chicken.
mambo sauce.
That's only if I'm getting the three wing and fried.
That's all.
Alright. So what's the favorite shoes growing up? Like what brand, what style? You know what I'm saying? What was your favorite joints?
So, like, I ain't really fuck with Jordans per se when I was coming up like that. So, it was always Nikes. It was always a different type of Nike. But then when the phones dropped, that was really where I was at.
So what was like the craziest thing that you ever did, and you was just, it was just crazy.
Craziest thing? That could be like anything.
It could be anything, whatever.
Having sex in my neighbor's yard.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a good night.
How good? Okay.
How? I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly how, but when I was a young wild nigga, it was.
Did your neighbor know?
Huh?
Did your neighbor know?
We
We got 83 subscribers, man.
I've gotten a couple of looks from my neighbor from time to time. They don't live there no more though.
Well, thank goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Both
hoping
your
that
neighbor
they
ain't following
see
the
me,
channel.
you know? Well, yeah, that was me if y'all see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's the males? What do you think is the worst fashion trend that you like?
The worst fashion trend that's going on right now.
No, a male's worst fashion. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Since you've seen it, like he was just like me. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be a good question for you. Like, what was a male's worst fashion trend? He was just like, oh, that's.
What's the male's worst fashion trend? I will go with the skinny jeans that was so skinny to his body.
You can see the motherfucking vein popping out.
You can see what was
So what was
going
yours?
on
So
and
you see
nothing
what I'm
was
saying?
going on.
Yeah, I'm right there with her though.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
The
besides her.
trends
Besides,
from
you got it.
Banana
Okay, thank you.
Republic. I'm talking about those.
The whole, well, it's not just skinny jeans, but it's like the whole extra super
Okay,
tight.
we're not
clothing.
talking about the skinny jeans. What was the one that's outside of the skinny jeans? What was another fashion trend that you were just like, no, that ain't it?
I don't know why I did not like Saviano that much. I don't know. I wasn't
Oh,
never.
fashion trend that's going on right now, the male handbag thing.
Oh,
It's kinda really.
You guys don't
I
like
can't
the
even
purse?
now.
You don't like the purse?
Nah, nigga don't need no damn purse.
Really? Always losing stuff, so I would think.
Man, wear a backpack or something. Wear a backpack. You don't need this motherfucking junk. You seen Boondocks?
Yeah.
Now some niggas gonna be wearing skirts and whatnot.
They already doing that.
Well,
That's already
they
in, and they
well,
saying that
well,
they
they gonna be wearing
have.
heels more than Prince.
Yeah.
He said he was on the road too.
Well, last question. This is a battle of the sexes. What is the solution in the USA?
Is there a solution to the battle of the sexes? Shit, I don't know. Like the fuck.
What's your best answer?
People just got on either side of that joint. It's got to be a little bit of understanding of where people are coming from with stuff, and people got to be able to really own up to what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know. In my experience, a lot of men and it's because a lot of dudes came up in single parent households. They uphold the idea that men don't necessarily always step up to the plate when it comes to their kids and their household and their family and all that. We'll defend that idea for women, but on the other side, women got to be able to defend the idea that all these women ain't right.
So what do you think? What do you think?
All these men ain't right.
But we already said that.
Alright, well.
And no one can lead. But the one who could lead. And we already know who that is.
Men.
Not all men. Some men can fucking, make you follow him down a dog road and he don't even know where the hell he's going.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please follow Love, Laugh. What is it? Living.
It's live. We're out. We're signing out.
Out.
Live, laugh, and